Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well, and with the new year now in full swing, I wanted to share an idea of something you can create, and that is called an intention globe. These globes are designed to function similarly to a vision board, in that it helps you to thoughtfully consider your vision and your goals for this upcoming year, and you fill it with your energy and creative expression. An intention globe is a way to create a visual reminder that you can keep on a table and revisit often, or whenever you look at it, ideally. You can keep it to yourself, or you can share it with others, but it helps you to remain focused and on course throughout the year. So you could theoretically do an intention globe with your family as well, if you all wanted to collectively create something that you keep in a family space or something along those lines, and everybody has these goals together. If you're unclear of how to create or develop a vision to create this, I can share my process and how I got started. I began by thinking about opportunities that I am planning to have this coming year, and those opportunities that I wish to have this coming year. I will be getting married in June, and so I'm pretty excited about that. But I also have internships coming up, and there's different trips that I would like to take, as well as just a general vibe or feeling or connection that I want to have with others. As I consider the different things that I have coming up, I also think of words or think of ideas that are going to be specific to them, such as utilizing intuition, creating peace and calm and stability, moving forward, continuing to transition and transform. Those are all keywords for me when I put together what it is that I'm actually hoping to achieve. Now, I'm not an astrology expert in any capacity, but I strongly and intuitively felt like 2023 was a big year of change for a lot of people. Almost everybody I know went through some sort of life-changing event that took place. And so I feel like this year is going to be more about the results of those changes and the results of those transitions. You can create an intention globe like this for any purpose. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. It doesn't have to be for a whole year. You could break apart the different elements, like a vacation that you would like to take, a car perhaps that you were hoping to, bring into your life, or a new home, and create a globe that's specific to each little thing. In fact, if you are an individual that is more visually inclined, this is probably going to be more effective for you at creating change than writing down or reciting words and mantras. When I was comparing this year's globe that I made to last year's globe, I did notice, a change and shift in the colors. And the symbols, some symbols were the same. Like, I think I'm always going to be drawn to flowers and butterflies because that's just part of who I am. But I added the owl symbol into this year's, as well as a few other things for developing and cultivating intuition and wisdom and kind of that inner knowing, because I need it for work. So when I talk about symbols, I mean like I added tiny little owl feathers, or like an owl drawing to just be my totem, sort of. Different plants and materials, imagery. So it's all imagery. So it's like whatever you think of that reminds you of a word or an idea, like intuition. Come up with imagery for that, and you could print it off or find it on paper or cut it out in magazines. However it is that you find it, you got to also find the right size and kind of develop your imagery in that way. I also included some phrases. I just get these from like a little sticker cutout for doing journaling and collage work, but you can write your own or type them and print them out. But I used phrases such as find the good and believe in the magic, just to kind of keep those fresh in my mind throughout the year. We never really know what's in store for us, but we do have the ability to actively strive to meet our goals through work and collaboration with our spiritual practices. Utilizing prayers and petitions, or crafting our own form of communicating with the spiritual realm and the great divine. I feel that we are communicating that through visual imagery, and that is what makes this extra important for me and my practice. I think it also speaks to the human psyche and the neural connections that we have by creating these stronger reminders throughout the year. So to create your own intention globe, you need to find a clear jar. I do usually look at the base and make sure that there's nothing on it, or if there is, I know for sure I'm going to add something to top it off. And then you can glue little wood objects or anything you want. You can create objects out of clay to like give it some feet, or it can sit on the table surface. You can give it a handle. You could create an object on top. Last year's I used a pop bead of a unicorn and painted it gold and put it on top of my globe. And then once you find something, whether it's thrifted or at a craft store, then you're going to create essentially a little diorama that goes inside of it that you glue to the lid, to the inside of the lid, and then the jar will close up around it. You just place your intentions into the design by creating your imagery and your symbols around your intentions. And then using glue, paper, hot glue, you start to form a plan, and a design element comes together, and you just begin to fill in and keep adding until you're happy with it. And then you just sit back and trust the process. So if you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope that your year is off to a good start, and that you feel inspired and ready to create and design your dreams. If you like my content, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It sends a little love my way so that I can continue to spread my message of hope and healing through art and creativity to others as well. Thank you, and have a lovely day.